Hey, what's up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of P5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and doing a Fuuka first showcase here, seeing that we finally ended up pulling her, and actually it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So if you guys are interested in this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You would this help me out a lot. But going into the pulls for Fuuka here, it was kind of interesting because we only had to go about 4 multis. We were already at 5, or at least at 50 out of 80 here, and we had to do at least 3 multis, and we ended up getting the girl. Now the good part about this is with the leftover multis that we ended up doing, we're back out of 50 out of 80. So we only have to do 3 more multis to see if we can actually win the 50-50 again, which is kind of interesting. But I'm just only on the 50-50 of hoping we get her. If we don't get her, that's perfectly fine. We're just gonna have to change up our strats quite a lot here for the A0. But if we get her, we'll have A1, which will help us do the strats properly from what I've been told here. Another thing that I've been looking at is for the weapon, we actually got very lucky on doing. I made a mistake like last update where, what's it called? I was pulling and I forgot I put Sapia's weapon in the middle, and we ended up winning the 50-50 for that. And so I got Sapia's weapon and I thought I was going to be on guaranteed, when in reality I was not on guaranteed. So we had to, of course, do the 50-50 on this one as well here. Luckily we ended up winning it. It did cause us to go, I think, to like 70 out of 70 or 60 out of 70, which did suck, but hey, at least we ended up winning it, so I don't really mind that too much as well. But after we ended up getting everything the way that we wanted her to be, I got her cards on up, and she looks something like this, if I can find her, because I think I may have went past her. This is like the one character I keep losing track. Oh, there you are. I saw your green hair. All right, so we have her right here, and we got her to the 108 stand marker here. Now this was possible due to not only our cards, but we ended up getting all of her mental image all the way up here. So her mental images are fully done. I got also a couple of these up here as well. Maxing this out is always a freaking hassle, so I never ever go for the bell max out, but we got the 5 just to get up some basic stats here as normal, and everything looks pretty darn decent. For the weapon itself, it is at 80 as always, these helping out the crit that we do need, of course. And then with her actual artifacts here, this is where the magic happens. So I got a couple of her cards that are looking pretty decent. We have the main card that's okay here. The only thing I hate is that it went once into HP instead of going to attack percentage, but we're already overcapped on our attack anyways, somewhat, that she needs, so not the worst. But having more attack means we could share more stats on over, so I mean, we did take a little bit of an L on this. As for the actual HP stat one here, we have something that's okay, but I do want to get it replaced later on. One of the upgrades went to flat attack. You can see nothing went to attack percentage, but everything else went into what is it called, pin, as well as damage bonus, so that's pretty decent there. Then for the moon here, we have us an attack percent card with crit rate that got upgraded 3 times, 1 in flat attack, damage bonus upgrade, and then crit damage. Our crit damage card here has an upgrade in our attack percentage, crit rate, damage bonus, and HP. Don't really want the HP, but hey, at least we got everything else pretty equaled out. Then for our Saturn piece, we have attack percentage, crit rate, crit damage, damage bonus, and in defense here, which I would have liked it not to go into defense, but it's perfectly fine. Now, how we have everything going so far, we have not tested this girl out at all. I have not tried anything. I just maxed out all her skills, and we're going to be actually firsthand trying this out here. So I don't know why I really want to try this girl out. I really don't know what I want to do with it just yet. I guess even here it's kind of weird, because even here I don't know exactly what I want to do with this character. I do want to just see how she really reacts. So we're just gonna go ahead and let's do a boss battle. So I guess we'll do something that doesn't spoil you guys on the actual bosses themselves here, but let's just do a battle itself and not try to spoil you guys on it. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna use this here, and for this one I'm trying to think of a good team that we can practically put her with. Now I think any team does benefit off of her, so I mean, let's just put in Makoto. Let's try this real quick here. Where's my Makoto team? Makoto would be using something like this. We have this as well. And for the extra character that we're going to call in, seeing that we do need I want to say who would we use here? I think our best bet is to possibly use Mitsuru. So let's try and bring out our Mitsuru here, because we do want to keep Mitsuru on in just to allow her to get a little quick swap in real quick, get that permanent debuff on, and then we can go back to our regular old team here. I think this is the team that I really want to go ahead and give a try. So let's see what this does do. Now I think a better place would probably be a boss for this, but I just want to test it. I really want to just have some fun with this character, because from what I know, she of course is specializing in attack percentage. She's obviously specializing in what's it called, a little bit on our crit damage, which is always great, but her skill 2 is the thing that really makes me a little bit interested here, seeing it restores our 30 in our highlights. So we have to wait the 4 turns, and I'm just going to do this with a random looking way here. Just going to do whatever we want with this here, and see when the time comes what we can do. So let's use our AoE move here, get a little bit of a slap on everybody, and then I think we technically could just buff right here, but I don't really want to do that. You know, nah, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and buff here. First round, get the buff on off. Second round, we'll go ahead and give a different little thing on, and let's use our skill 1. Now our skill 1, no matter what, it's going to kill someone. I'm just going to use it on this one because of course it's resistant, so probably could not kill it. Let's go, we didn't kill it. That's great. This allows us to do whatever we really want to do here. So now this is where she died to the burn, god dang it. This is where things get a little interesting, because now I'm trying to figure out, should we go ahead and swap in Mitsuru now, or should we swap in Mitsuru later? That's such a pretty, oh my god, the way she comes into the field is actually so pretty. So let's think here. We don't really have a skill rotation, I think, on this character, because if I'm right, you kind of just use what you can. So for us, seeing we're not swapping anyone in just yet because we have to wait a little bit, let's go with our what do we need? Actually, let's just go with our first skill. I think our first skill is still decent because that's still an attack point bonus here. So let's go with our first skill, give everyone a little bit of a buff, in which we do get a listener stack from this as well, so that's always great. But now we're able to call in a person, because now we have the listener stack, right? So we can call in someone. I would rather do this once we get our debuffs off, so let's swap out oh yeah, no, I know exactly what I want to do here. So let's use this, get a little smack in right there, and then I want to I really won't want to kill this. It's going to be so hard to actually showcase, because like I have a feeling of how I want to do it, but this poor guy's going to end up dying, so that does suck. I don't know if they're both going to die. They both died too. No, we got to do this on the boss, man. We got to do it on the boss, but I guess just to freaking do it here, let's just pop off this ult, just because I want to pop the ult off to see what they really get, and then afterwards we're gonna go ahead and swap on in, right? So let's do this. Go ahead and swap in Mitsuru, which since we've already used our thing here, oh, we can just straight up swap out Wonder because he's the only person who hasn't went yet. Oh, so that's how that works. So if they haven't went, then we're able to do that. Okay, so that makes more sense. At first I thought it was like afterwards you're able to swap them on out and do it that way, but no, it has to be on that turn. So that's kind of interesting to see how that does work here. And then now we've already used our skill 1. Let's pop off our skill 3, because then we get the critical damage increase. And since we're on Mitsuru, our first thing that we need to do to set her up, or at least to do something the correct way, we need to use our skill 2. So we pop off the skill 2. Let's put that permanent debuff on them as always, and then let's use our skill 1, which hopefully this doesn't kill. Pretty sure it doesn't though. Boom. Oh, well, it transferred anyway, so it doesn't really freaking matter. We got the transfer off. Now we're back into the match as Wonder. So it didn't actually take away his whole chance or his whole turn here, so I could then get a debuff back off the way I want to, go to my main character and deal some crazy damage. Now of course I'm just going to do this out of turn order. It doesn't really matter for this one, and I like that. Because at first I thought it was like, okay, it's based on the characters that you've already used, or either it didn't really matter. You just had to, of course, have them used or not used, and you can immediately swap them out. When in reality, it's like, don't use the character first. Swap out first. Get usage of the swapped in character. Then you go ahead and do what you need to do. So that's kind of interesting to see how that's going to work. I want to test this out on a guild boss just to have a little bit of fun with this, because then it allows you to do some very wonky things, which I do kind of like how that's looking so far. Now, all these dudes are ones that I can't technically use here. Oh, wait. Did this potentially work for Akihiko? Let's try something. Okay, so let's go to our Akihiko real quick. Where the heck, I don't think I passed him. No, I did pass him. There he is. So let's get Akihiko in this. Now, Akihiko's team is quite interesting here. We have a couple ways to go about this. So what I want to do is let's try to use Yukari, right? Because this is going to be a long lasting type fight. We can't really kill this boss. We have to just outlast it, right? So what I'm thinking, right? We do something like this. Pop Fuuka in. The only downside is we don't get the extra hits anymore. And then for this, either we could do Mitsuru for the perma debuff, or we could swap in yeah, we can swap in our Katayama, which Katayama could be worth it as well, because with Katayama, we could do something crazy here. I'm trying to think, because we have double buffers technically, so having a debuffer in the back slot would be worth it. So let's give this a shot. I'm just very curious. I'm very curious how this is really gonna work here. So let's get Thor. Dionysus, as always, wherever the heck he is. So maybe, am I overlooking them? There you are. And then let's get in our Nyan as well, our debuff. Everyone's kind of in place, so I don't really have to worry about this too much here. And then I think the only character that we'd be swapping out, since she's going first, it'd be swap her out on that turn, then swap her back in. So let's see. I'm oh, okay, hold on. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing a little bit of something, you know, guys. So I need to see what I can do here. This is gonna be so interesting to see like how SOS has come up. Now I know with A0, obviously I'm a little bit behind on the strats, so of course I will need to what's it called, get A1 for that, but I'm not really in a rush for it. So right now I got some things cooking. I got a little bit of things cooking in my brain right now, but let's go ahead and use our skill 1. And this is not meant to be like an optimal run. I just really want to see something, if I can make something like kind of shake with this here. The first round, I don't think it really matters. We don't really have to use our ult first round here, or at least our buff first round. So let's do this. And Jesus Christ, getting a huge lag spike. I wonder why that's happening. But let's go ahead and pop the skill. I think it was like skill 1, then skill 2, skill 3 for her, if I remember right. Yukari's always the one character I keep forgetting, but I don't have her A1, so I think it was skill 1. So let's pop this on off you. And what I'll end up doing is we'll swap out turbo, is what I'm thinking, guys. So then skill 1, the hit on off here, and then what will happen is round 2 we do both of our buffs, but it's not gonna really help us out on damage markers just yet, which is why I waited for our Dionysus, because we do want to make sure we're able to have that buff for the 2 rounds. So we use Thor our first one, then the second round we'll use Dionysus's buff, and that's going to last for 2 whole rounds, as well as the passive is going to last 2 rounds, allowing us to then swap to our Nyan to get the debuff decrease here. So let's go ahead and pop this off here, and let's bring let's use an attack buff. This is going to obviously be here. And then can we pop this off again? We can pop it again. So we're gonna pop this again. Swap, of course, Katayama in right here. And then since we're swapping Katayama in, we can use the skill 1 to decrease their defense, which this will last for, I think it's like 2 turns, right? So use the skill 1. This decreases defense down. And then after this, we go ahead, pop off our mask. Oh, dude, no, I'm already like I'm seeing the visions. I can see the visions that's happening right now. Hold on. I don't know if I'm doing this actually correct, but hey, I feel like I'm doing something correct. So that's all that freaking matters right now. So let's get our buffs on off here. We now have our highlight once again. Boom. Now we're able to swap to Dionysus, pop off this ult. And then since we're back on Yukari honestly could just pop off her 3rd is what I'm thinking. So let's just pop 3rd. Nothing gonna be too bad about this here. And then use our skill 2. Make sure everyone gets a lovely little buff. And then for this, we use our skill 3, which does last for 2 rounds. Boom. Okay, another buff right here. Use our skill 2. And then the next round is going to be the big boy round. So we of course got a weak phase there. That's something that we want to have technically on our last round, because then when he's weak, he's able to take way more damage. But I think we should be able to pop off that shield one more time, or at least we should be able to deal something crazy to it one last time anyways, with everyone getting knocked soon. So see what happens here. Everyone's still alive, so I'm not really too worried. We should have everything kind of set up perfectly now. Let's use our skill 1 once again. Oh yeah, but we lost the knockdowns. Yeah, that is a little bit of a problem there. And then Nyan's going to go ahead and get a debuff here, so we get that double debuff from Katayama as well. And I could very well pop this too. Let's pop it anyways. Let's go ahead and pop it anyways. It's not really gonna hurt us anyways. So boom, do this here, which probably would have been a smarter choice to go with Thor here. So maybe we should have put the Nyan first, maybe, but we're just testing. So skill 3, and then we'll go into the lovely hits here. So first things first with Akihiko, because Akihiko, we can do a few different avenues with this here. I do want to of course buff, get our buff on here, and this will be the skill 1 now, because we have this, we need to get this on back on here. Now for us, we want to make sure everyone is knocked. So let's first, I think this is only for 1 hit if I remember right. If I remember correctly. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyways. Pop this on off here. Get this lovely knock on down. Use our ult as well. And then I guess we just do what we really want to do here, which is the skill 3. So we should have max debuffs now at this point. It's not even the 2x turn, and oh my god, that's so freaking, that looks so good. The damage looks so nice as well. But I can see some things cooking up with Fuuka, bro. I can see some craziness cooking up with Fuuka now that I'm like actually messing around with some stuff, and I have my hands on this character to be able to use it myself. I definitely can see something being crazy. But you guys let me know down below how y'all feel about this. I'm very interested to see where Fuuka takes us, especially for the future of P5X. So till next time, everybody, thank y'all for sitting here theorizing with me, and peace out.